Alright, so today, we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to show you, on the wonderful, lovely sneakers Metarocks and how I actually go about doing things. So, first off, we're going to start by, uh, doing how I do things. So, first off, um, let's go to full screen because we'll get into the nitty gritty of the desktop and stuff. So, basically, what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at Doll's Kill. Now, we're going to show you how I usually get things, um, how I go about doing things. So, now, we're going to go with the first thing here. Basically, the process is I will go to a website. Now, I usually go, or like Route 21 or doing things, shopping around, looking around. Now, this is kind of something that we're going to do. So let's go into our scene. If you guys are wondering what I'm using here, I'm using this is my stream setup. So when I stream on Twitch and do YouTube content or things like that when I live stream. So I haven't got anything changed up so that it just fits this. So let's go over here. Basically, I usually will find and pick a bottom. Now I actually have the other colors of this already. You guys seen them in a black and the pink pair. So what I do is I will usually, when I see something I really like, I will usually go down here. Right now this is up to 6% off site wide, so this may change when this video goes up. So this is basically 50% off, so that's $21. But hey, that's beside the point. I'll usually go, and like if I find something that I really like, for example, like this skirt here, I will go down here and look and see if there is something that I actually seems that I really want, or if there's anything that kind of goes similar with this. Just so that I can kind of get myself acquainted and seeing what other things, if there's anything else that I like. There doesn't seem to be much of anything. So now what I will do is after I've done that, I will usually go through, I'm not getting the top, of course I don't like the top anyway, but, so then I come over here, I will go over here, I will look for something by, first off I go to click on tops, okay, and then I will, or click on what I am trying to say is like, okay, like let's say if I go with the top, I could go with like looking at a bottom. I'm usually this kind of person lately. I won't buy something without buying, like if I see something at the bottom, I will usually have to buy something at the top or vice versa. Sometimes, or even a shoe if there's something, but normally I look at what shoes I have too and see kind of how I go through about doing so. So then I go down here and I will sort by color, by size and color. So I will usually I will start with the color that tries to match with it, which is red. Now then I will say that there isn't really much of anything in red because I've already done this a little bit earlier. Normally I'm supposed to be live streaming at the time of recording this, which is the 25th. Now, if you guys are wondering, this is before their sample sale is coming. So before their sample sale, which, so just to let you guys know on that. So then I'll go into filter and I'll filter by red, and then I'll also filter, not only by that, but I'll also filter by size, and I'll filter by my size, which is medium. Now, sometimes when you buy something, I filter by medium most of the time, and then I will search and filter by other means. Now, um, now mind you, there is, as you go see, nothing really caught my eye except for that, right? Except for one in the reds, and it's not even, and then again, it's not even really me. Like, there's not a lot here that you can definitely see. Like, to be honest with you, red was kind of the one that really didn't spark anything. And if there is usually nothing, then I will put it away and not buy it. To be honest with you, just kind of giving you guys that sense. We're just doing this it's kind of thing to show you kind of how the process goes. Um, but as you can see, there isn't nothing that really has sparked my interest, and there's only about 3 pages in mediums for red, so I don't try to go and put red at the forefront. I try to put red at the I don't try to put a thing at the forefront if there's nothing that really seems deemed safe. Now, so now we keep the medium. Now I usually keep the medium. Okay, I went through gray as well included, and if I clear out that, there's, I clear out the red because, there's not a lot of gray here either. And, I kind of, there's no gray, nothing that really stands out here either. There's probably sometimes there's things that shouldn't really be shirts. Then I go with, and then we go down here. I'm gonna also go look at silver a little bit, just because I go with neutral colors pretty much. Trying to, if you guys have any suggestions on when, what would you guys buy if you bought that red? If you bought this skirt here, what would you do? Let me know down in the comments. As you can see, they say that's silver, but that's not silver. Unless they're, there's some stuff that really shouldn't be, like, unless, do I still have gray showing? Yeah, if I do, it's okay. There isn't really much, even then. There wasn't much in silver either, so, yeah, see, we clear out the gray, because there's some that, you gotta make sure that you clear it out. And as you can see, there isn't really, I don't try to go with silver with this. This is something like, metallic. Now, metallic is a little bit different. If there's like a metallic red or a metallic color, usually, there isn't really much in terms of metallic. So then I go, then I will take out, now black goes well with red, right? Black can go well with it. I'm trying to, remember, we're trying to keep in mind that it's red and white, okay? Just trying to keep that in mind when we look. Always try to keep that in mind when you're looking for things. Now we're gonna change the filter a little bit. I usually will filter. Then sometimes I might go in category and say, let's just go with teas, okay? Just to see what they come up with, okay? Like a plain old black tea, like if there's a plain old black tea here, personally, if you're gonna buy a plain black tea or a plain black color, don't buy it here. Don't buy it when you can get a plain solid color for a lot cheaper. Don't buy it. I usually when I look at things, I usually try not to overspend, but I do. But I do. Um, let's go graphics tees. Let's go graphics tees. Um, okay. We just look at always try to look at different things. Like, you know, if I don't have traditionally a lot of, and sometimes like I do, like if I don't find something that I really like here that this is red, I usually don't find anything here, then I will go in and I will still end up buying it, but I might end up uh like I don't have any usually don't have anything for like a certain color or something. And sometimes I will just drop it off and not buy it sometimes, or sometimes I'll just, you know, because I don't buy. Nothing seemed interesting there either. A lot of times it's, you know, when I showed you guys my black pair and my uh pink pair earlier, you guys kind of saw what I wore with them, pretty much. Um, you know, so like if I had a solid black T-shirt, which actually I kind of do, but it's not really black, it would go okay with it. But then at the same time, it's like I try to see if I can find something, because when you got that there, you have to like some of these things. When you look at things, the site does take a little bit of time. I think there's a lot of people on it genuinely. Trying to think. Let me pick my phone up here. Okay, so we are trying to and then you go through the whole thing, and it's like there's nothing that would support it in graphical tees. So I usually kind of sometimes I'll use the category do it. The exception to my rule um is there's very like when I usually try not to go for um these. So I usually try to stay away from as much of the tees that aren't really full tees. So we click on shirts and see it's just shirts and blouses. That we just go through and I shorten it up just so that I don't have so much because sometimes you find they put it there. Like I don't buy things like don't uh buy what you feel like. Don't let other people tell you what you do. Like unless you're asking for like a suggestion or something. And then again, that suggestion, take that with a grain of salt. Look, um, okay, so now we'll go down here. Now, can we go even further? Um, crop tee. Because guys, I'm not a big fan of wearing a lot of like, see, like that. Like there's a similar to a red one, similar to that, but I'm not gonna go that low. Like I stick to kind of things like this, like just tees that are most that are like that. So I like that. No, like if a tee, like it's gotta be somewhat, you know. So we look at it. So there's nothing really for it. So that doesn't mean that I'm gonna keep I'm going to keep it in the thing. Let's look at what we've got in our wish list. Okay? Because sometimes, I look at it, look, that right there, that's 50% off. That's actually not bad. I was going to get this in a large, because, when you buy Sugar Thrills, make sure you go size up from your normal size, to be honest with you. Like, see, I already bought that one. So just to kind of give you that sense of, no, I don't know about shoes, but I would say, I'm kind of debating on those because, I have too many shoes. I have too much already. Okay. So now we've got that for it. Now, what I also like to do is when I look, I also kind of look for outerwear. I kind of go with outerwear sometimes. I'm going to look through here too. Because sometimes, like, when you look for something, you can easily find, let's go size medium. Okay. And then, we always got to do this, and then we'll go from there. Because there might be something where, now can we go even further and say go with coat? Like, just because, like, there's I'm looking for particular item, but I'm not this is kind of how I do things, I will say, like, the other way that I do a lot of things is if I'm searching, if I know what I'm looking for, like, I will sometimes come up here. I always will type puffer in because I always like puffer clothes. I was like those kinds of things, like, when you look up stuff, kind of like I'm not like I just come in, like, see. Yeah, when you have reversible, they shouldn't have like tags on it or stuff, but when they do, they should have the tag. Like, if you're gonna do reversible, put the tag in the pocket or something. Hide the tag so that it's like you can't really see it if you have pockets and stuff. Like, see, I have something similar to that in a, like, that's weird. I think I could get that from Shein. Like, sometimes I look at things, like, say click on it and it actually is on sale. And that, when you search for something, it's not. So now we also, the last thing I want to look up, last thing I'm going to look up for you guys today, show you guys kind of some of the last steps that I look at. So now I go back to clearing out the thing, I just click back, and then I go collabs, and there was one that and you guys kind of seen one thing, but then I kind of look at and go through and say, just to kind of look. There's so much, like, you can search the website by just searching for brands, collabs, or going through any way, shape, or form. Like, you can find shoes. Like, You know, like, yeah, you look like this one or you pastel. Like, I've been wanting those, but I can't get them because they're only a size. They're only a certain size. Like, if you can't get them, get them. Remember, certain sizes. No, make sure that you go. Let's do this. I am going to search size. I was putting. I always put those. You guys know my foot size already. Know everything about me. A little bit there, but I guess. So you can kind of like I'm not buying it. I'm just kind of showing you I got those, and I got those from guys. Look, if you're gonna buy from YRU, go to the actual YRU website, and subscribe to their newsletter, and you can get pretty much. I got these for even less than that, 50% off. You know, look, 50% off is. Remember, go with 50% off. If you see there's a website here, there's like a brand, search them up and see if they have an actual website. If they do, buy it from them. Don't buy it from here. Like, that's what I pretty much do is I always look to see are they exclusive only to Dolls Kill, or are they exclusive to other places? So now we're just gonna go down to down here, and then we're gonna go size, shoe size. No, let's say US size 8 because we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that out. It's gotta say US size 8. It can't be because it's gotta be traditional that way. So, and then I just go through and see what we've got. It's, and that's how I kind of see the white Zen Flame boots. You can get those. You can get those for 50% off. You know, don't don't kid yourself. If you find something you like here, sometimes look for them on another website. Don't don't try to go here. If look elsewhere too, because you're not limiting yourself is not always the best option. Just limiting. Not gonna buy shoes like those. Nope. The ones that are sitting back there on the shelf, I'm kind of, you know, when you look at stuff, you gotta think of how your feet when you buy shoes. Think about it. When you look at it, see, if I can't find if I can't find these on the actual website, don't buy them. That's all I'm saying is, don't limit yourself to just one website. I'm only limiting myself because um like those see I bought these, but I'm not gonna buy them ever again because they hurt my feet pretty much, and that's why I don't wear them very often. That's probably why I probably just you know they have Heelys in here too now. go buy them off their webs. Go buy them up from directly from the manufacturer's website if you can. But if you know that you got like a gift card or something, or you got something for this, then yeah, then I would say okay, then buy it from here. But go for their traditional website first, because you can see like that I can get for like if you can't find them on the actual like website themselves, then go to their actual website. Um, then go and look at their website. If you can't find, like, I'm only gonna go to page 8, guys. I'm just to kind of show you guys, like, don't kid yourself. You know, just look. Look elsewhere too. Like, if you think you only have one item here, like I do right now, go elsewhere. Go elsewhere. But also, one thing that I'm going to tell you right now, I am not, no way, shape, or form sponsored by them, but download Honey, and you can get some actual, you can find some codes, discounts, things along those lines. Like that actually, like that I would definitely buy. Like boots like that, I would definitely buy because let's do this. Let's go. Um, let's go. Let's go with looking here just to kind of just see, you know. And I hope you guys, if you guys hear that wind out there, I'm sorry. That's nothing I can do about it. Um, so you know, like, not gonna buy those. Like those look like I would definitely buy those, but I can't. I'm not gonna spend $145 on a pair. Like, look, I'm not gonna spend $1,000. I would probably already spent $1,000 on this website. Genuinely, genuinely. Do they have? Okay, first off, do they? I want to bookmark that one. I want to look at that one and see these for a second. Look at them all around. But is that on both sides? Because if that's not, you know, you look right there at the edge across that zipper, and you look at them and say, okay, there doesn't seem to be one here, so you can kind of say these are probably, you know, you can probably, some of these, remember, that's why you always look elsewhere, because you might be able to find things like shoes or things like that cheaper. If you know the brand and you search for the brand, go look elsewhere. You know, don't buy or don't kid yourself in just limiting yourself to yourself. So, you know, that's one thing I'm gonna say here, guys. When I am done looking or I found the items, I will show them. I will say uh, then I will say we'll do something about it. But right now, um, you know, it's kind of just taking myself away from this. So I hope you guys, I know that this is kind of showing you guys how I look into things, how I do it. You know, that's how I sit down here and do things. You know what? I will probably, I'll put this up tomorrow. For you, I'll put this up, the 26th, just to kind of show you guys, that's how I kind of when I search for something. I will generally do that. Now, a couple other things that I do, that I'm gonna let you guys know. A couple of other things is that when you do search for things, make sure that you have that honey installed. Okay, I don't have any kickback or anything. I don't get anything. I don't get any links or special things. Honey is a great website to use. I use it all the time when I try to search something. Now, if you have Honey, you can also download it on the mobile phone. Check there as well. Look for the website that you're using. Do that way. You can do that, and that can save you some money. In getting yourself a little bit cheaper. But now, remind you, sometimes you might not be able if a website says that this is cheaper price than what that code is using. That code might not always be able to be applied to that product. Let's say it's $50, and it's 50% off. Okay, but the code only gives you 20% off. Sometimes that 50% off, that $25 is gonna say that's gonna be cheaper. Okay, so just look at that. If a code says gives you 20% off or 30% off, it might be cheaper getting it in 30% off. It might be cheaper for you to say, okay, if you can, and the code's accepting, but it doesn't accept it because of a thing that goes on, just remember to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, hit that like button, hit that beautiful subscribe. Because I've been showing you guys how to do this, let's do this. Let's send you guys to a previous dolls kill video, a last haul that I did, and then let's do a video here comprising of the beautiful, lovely, um, something that I will recommend from my gaming side. When I'm on this channel, I will always recommend something from my gaming side, and then I will always, on my gaming side, I'll always recommend something from over here on my gaming channel, on my secret channel, so that you guys get something, get a parent to see some other things. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, and that subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.